The Batman. Operation Isus. Part 4, I need a hero name. Disclaimer. This is only a comic book, fanfiction, crossover story. The fictional characters in this story are within the DC comic universe and Marvel comic universe. The Batman, Operation Isus is only a fanfiction comic book story, and the Batman story is not canon to any of the Batman fiction or lore. Vandale. Wayne Manor/attic. Fits like a glove, said Alfred as Bruce tried on his father's Excalibur Halloween costume. You're moving in stealth mode again, said Bruce with a startled look on his face. The element of surprise is a fantastic fighting strategy, said Alfred. I need a hero name, said Bruce. You're dressed like a knight. So, said Alfred. The knight it is, said Bruce. That was easy, said Alfred. Bruce chuckled at Alfred's wittiness. Streets of Gotham/the night. Clear the streets before curfew, said Lieutenant Jim Gordon through the megaphone. Teen hacker i.e. Edgar Coffin cleverly used a high-tech scrambler device which scrambled/changed the reading on the Gotham PD body scanner's devices to read. Perfect citizen. Bruce showed up on the scene disguised as the knight. Who's this guy? Asked Edgar. I am the knight, said Bruce, aka the knight. You have a slight British accent, said Edgar. I blame my environment, said the knight. It sounds totally fake, said Edgar. The entire crowd burst into laughter. Suddenly, oversized bats raced across the sky as they attacked a patrol drone. Scare tactics, whispered Bruce as he watched the terrified crowd run all over the city of Gotham out of fear of the oversized bats. Wayne Manor/Bruce's home office. The night wasn't well received, said Alfred. They laughed at him, said Bruce. What's plan C then? Asked Alfred. This is, said Bruce as he pressed play on his computer. Viktor Vaughn coming to you live on the Independence News Network. There was an attack last night on a crowd here in the city of Gotham. The attack came from ginormous-sized bats. Gotham's patrol drones have attracted the bats, and the bats are attacking the drones. With all that being said, not only are the people of Gotham terrified of leaving their homes, Gotham PD is now terrified of patrolling Gotham. Okay, moving on. Deja Blood says she's not pressing charges against the eccentric newcomer named Vincent Plague. After breaking and entering Vincent's house, Deja claims she was bitten by Vincent. Wayne Manor/kitchen. Gotham needs a hero is what Lucius said to me outside of Gertie's Burgers and Bistro, said Bruce as he gazed over at his old-school lunchbox with a picture of Count Dracula on it. What's the name of Gotham's hero? Asked Alfred. The Batman, said Bruce. It fits Gotham perfectly, said Alfred. It's time to break out the scare tactics, said Bruce as he pressed buttons on his high-tech device. Thus, the high-tech device displayed holograms of bat suits, Batmobiles, Batplanes, Batgadgets, and the Bat Signal. You're going all out with this, said Alfred. Lucius and his team of robots are setting things up inside of Gotham's tunnels, said Bruce. The tunnels run all the way back here to Wayne Manor, said Alfred. I can get in and out undetected, said Bruce. Perhaps a team, said Alfred. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, said Bruce. While Bruce Wayne's created his new hero identity and the Batcave was built, crime overtook the city of Gotham. Jeremy Arkham aka The Secret escaped from Arkham Asylum. Tyron Brooks aka Zullo and Benita Arnaz aka Road Rash teamed up as the Night Terrors. Vincent Plague aka Decade, Deja Blood aka Draculan, and Edgar Coffin aka Death Messenger formed as a team called the Fang Familia. Gotham City/Viktor Vaughn live on the Independence News Network. A surge of criminal nighttime activities is on the rise here in Gotham City. Thus, Gotham's crime rate is sitting at 28%. Question: whatever happened to the resistant leader who called himself Vengeance? He was out there in the middle of it all, leading the fight against Gotham's martial law. Also, where did the cool hero with the fake British accent go who called himself the Knight? I guess the real question is who's going to step up and save the city of Gotham. As they say, Gotham needs a hero. Reminder: keep up to date on all the trending Gotham topics right here on the Independence News Network. I'm Victor Vaughn. Thanks for watching, said Victor. Gotham Cemetery / the Batman. It looks like a bat, whispered Vincent as he gazed up towards the bat signal in the sky. Suddenly, across from Vincent stood the Batman. A modern-day vampire, said Vincent with a smirk on his face. I am the Batman, said Bruce, aka the Batman. So, you prowl about at night getting in the way of things, said Vincent. Gotham needs a hero, said the Batman. I too was in crime alley the night Thomas and Martha Wayne died, said Vincent as he gazed down at their tombstones. What do you know? Asked the Batman. I know high-tech gun sound effects when I hear them, said Vincent. Gun sound effects, said the Batman as he curiously gazed deep into Vincent's eyes. Something about you that reminds me of two old caretakers named Bob and Lizzie Kane, said Vincent as creepy, scented smoke came out of nowhere and covered the grounds of the cemetery. Sweet blood oranges, said the Batman as he sniffed the scented smoke. Later, Bruce Wayne, said Vincent with a sinister smirk on his face as the scented smoke slowly surrounded him. He vanished, said the Batman with the most shocked look on his face as he frantically gazed all around Gotham Cemetery for Vincent. Bunkeroo storm shelter. You got the same cryptic message too, said Tyron. Cryptic is the right word for it, said Benita. That makes 3 of us who received the same message then, said Jeremy. We were here first, said Vincent as he along with Deja and Edgar stepped out of the shadows. What is this about? Asked Benita. Suddenly, the computer's monitor powered on. I think we're about to find out, said Tyron. Welcome crooks and criminals of Gotham, said the animated image on the computer's monitor. What's this all about? Asked Deja. Isus will explain it all, soon, said the animated image on the computer's monitor. Who's Isus? Asked Jeremy. Suddenly, the computer's monitor powered off. Victor Vaughn, said Benita as she curiously gazed upstairs. He's Isus, said Vincent with a wicked smirk on his face. Correct, said Victor as he walked down the stairs. Why the cryptic invite? Asked Edgar. Before we began, said Victor as he stuck out his arms, held his head up high, and called upon the spirit of Isus. Oh, mighty Isus! Command my soul. Give me godlike powers to defeat my foes. That was fantastic, said Vincent. Thanks, said Isus. Get on with this. Isus, said Jeremy. I'm the sponsor you all need, said Isus. Money, said Tyron. I call it Operation Isus, said Isus. So, Isus is bringing Gotham's villains, as they call us, together, said Deja as she stuck out her hand towards Isus. Lovely, said Isus as he kissed Deja's hand. A real gentleman, said Deja. Moving on, said Vincent. This is why I invited you here, said Isus as he pressed buttons on his high-tech device. Thus, muscle cars, high-tech gadgets, etc., displayed all around the shelter. What's that green rock over there? Asked Tyron. It's called synthetic kryptonite, said Isus. So, what's your big plan? Asked Jeremy. Gotham has a serious bat issue, said Isus. Get rid of the Batman, said Tyron. Precisely, said Isus. It's organized crime at its finest, said Benita. With all this, said Deja. The villains of Gotham, said Edgar. Are back in control, said Vincent. We can't be villains dressed like this, said Tyron. I got you, said Isus as he pressed more buttons on his high-tech device. Wait, what? Said Benita as costumes displayed all around the shelter. The Waynes aren't the only billionaires of Gotham, said Isus with a wicked smirk on his face. If they think of us as villains, said Edgar. Then let's show them what villains can do, said Vincent. The loudest laughter was heard all throughout the shelter by Gotham's first organized villains of Operation Isus. Gotham Tunnels, aka the Batcave. The Batman is the official hero of Gotham, said Bruce as he entered the password sent to him by Lieutenant Jim Gordon. Any criminal activities, said Alfred. The Batman will know about it, said Bruce as images from the tiny monitors located all over Gotham displayed on the Batcave's computer monitors. The old Gotham's Playhouse, said Alfred as he lovingly gazed at the live video footage of the interior of Gotham's Playhouse that appeared on the computer's screen. I purchased it, said Bruce. Every home nowadays has its own home theater system, said Alfred. Correct, said Bruce. That's a lot of space for one person, said Alfred. I'm planning for the future, said Bruce. Excellent, said Alfred with a proud smirk on his face. Part 5. Coming soon.